Frick, what are you doing? Oh, there's somebody over there. Oh, how scary. And I want to thank Tim over at Trollforge. He told me about a free editor. And I loaded it up, worked on it a little bit. And you know, when you change editors and they're completely different, it takes a while to get used to them. Can't find what you're looking for. And in fact, this editor that is in my computer is not the same as they do the tutorials on YouTube. So, it's a hunt and peck. I may have uploaded it from the wrong place, downloaded it. I may have put it in my computer from the wrong place. So it's a different version. But the one plus is it accepts the videos from this camera. See what happens when you do a save as. And I did a save as and changed the format. Why are you growing again? Peach tree, you shouldn't be growing. You should be going to sleep. But I did find out that I can do it as a save as where my other editor accepts it. So it's just going to be a couple more extra steps. But that's okay. I can deal with that. Where is everybody else? Is Frackin laying me an egg? You laid one already this morning. I know the littles stay in the garage, in the coop, where it's safe from you guys. I throw them out a couple of times a week and make them get some vitamin D. But thank you again, Tim, over at Trollforge. Everybody knows Tim. It worked, it worked. Well, I thought getting a new video camera just might stimulate my desire to film again. Don't really care to videotape anymore. Hello, Frack. Speaking of Frack, last night everybody was in bed. Couldn't find Frick. So I came out looking for her. Guess where I found her? So I put up another layer of chicken wire. Didn't pluck on the cabbage this time. But boy, I'm never going to get radishes and carrots or anything. Oh, there's some pabusa. I replanted that last night. She stopped fucking on me. The pimentos are going strong. And those are the green beans that were bush beans when I planted a whole row of store-bought beans. Well, now, because I just left them in the ground, just knocked over the plant and left them there. Now they're going to be climbers. Okay. And that's my little peach tree from seed for this year. It's going to get a new home once she loses her leaves. It's about 3 feet tall. Did a lot of growing this year. Well, here's the rhubarb. I did protect it. Now I'm waiting for Terry King to show me how to put it to bed. He's going to put all of his rhubarb to bed. And since I've never grown it more than 1 year, I would like to know what I'm supposed to do with it. Well, the artichokes, 3 plants are divided out. Hopefully they'll come back for next year. I didn't get to eat any this year at all. They stayed real tiny and all shriveled up. So hopefully I'll get some artichokes next year, because that was really, really tasty. And voila! There is an avocado tree. It took 3 attempts, maybe 5 hours altogether, to get all of the chayote off of it. She's 19 years old, planted in 2001 from a seed. First 3 years, well, 4 years. The first year I didn't get anything. But 4 years I got 3 avocados. And there, which is about, I'd say 8 to 10 feet off the ground, that was when it was 5 feet tall. I cut the top off, didn't pay any attention, and I didn't realize it was throwing a leader. Yeah. In fact, this year, about 3 feet snapped off the top from the weight from the chayote. Maybe I'll get some avocados this year. Since the fig tree is no longer producing, she's done for this year. There's my blueberry. I moved these in here so they'd be a little safer, because one of the girls got in there and dug, and got in there and dug, and got in there and dug. Luckily they left the lettuce alone so I can transplant some of that. But they're my little bulbs. Oh, there's a pretty marigold. And they left the radishes alone. I think what she was doing was jumping up on this and jumping over. If not, I'm going to have to put more wire out. I don't see how, because I've got wire running from here straight over to there, because they've been known to get in there through the back door. Here's the volunteer fig. She's about 4 years old. She was in an itty-bitty pot with some other stuff. So a friend of mine said, oh, I'd like to take her and plant her out in the field. So he's getting the peach tree and 3 fig trees. One of them is from the mother, the turkey fig. I did start one over there for him. And here we have cilantro and papusa. And I put in my last 3 seeds for the kowabe. Need to order up some more seeds, but not right now. London worms. Do you think that could turn into a worm bin? It's not really that big, not compared to my compost piles. And I don't know how to grow worms. I did put compost in there, and there's kitchen scraps under the pizza box, and there was definitely 2 worms because I saved those and put them in. So London worms, can that be a worm bin? It has holes in the bottom which drains into that thing there, so I figure I'd get worm juice. Be nice if I can turn that into a worm bin. Because these eat up all my worms. Yes. And stop pecking me. I don't know why you think I'm so tasty. This is frack. The pain in the ass frack. Yeah. And I had to put a double door on the caged garden, because whenever I come in, the girls rush in right behind me. Now we're in the caged garden. I planted those little bitty potatoes that were left after my potato harvest. A little larger than a marble. Marble? It's easy for you to say. Marble. And there's a yacon. It never bloomed, so I think I need to just dig it up the way it is. Still lots and lots of strawberries. I did dig up the 1 batch of sweet potatoes and planted, something's going on out front, planted the celery that the chickens had gotten into and plucked it for me. And that's pretty much cleared out now. I had a fence going across, let the chickens in there and dig up what they wanted, and the bugs and worms and stuff. And they had knocked the fence down on the second day, and they dug up around the potatoes. They didn't dig the potatoes. But they did get into the latest planting of radishes and carrots. I don't even see carrot 1 in there anymore. This was about a week ago that it's trying to recover. And they got up here, and this is all celery. That's a weed. That's a tomato. I was trying to grow plantain, so some of the plantain made it. And boy, they're so rough on my veggies. And this avocado tree, it's always wilty looking, but it hasn't done anything all summer, and now it's putting out all kinds of growth. Be nice if it would bloom and give me one avocado. And here's the avocado trees. I think they're 3 years old. I think they're about 7 feet tall. And they're just inside of a Rubbermaid bin with the bottom. It was one of those earth boxes. But they're just doing fantastic. I keep looking and hoping for some buds of some kind. I think I'm going to take it and slide it over there in the future. And Patricia, look at all the flowers. And they've been just busy with 1 or 2 bees, but that's all it takes. Gonna get loquats this year.